presentation mode. How to present this? Slides. Can you change the slides? जानो बांधा रोवे तुम्हें चिरो दीना जानो अति तो चाबोगा से बंदी होए माया पाशे अति तो चाबोगा से बंदी होए माया पाशे रोहिले विकृता भावे दांड्य जता पराधीना एको ना बकते बले कृष्ण प्रेम सिंधु जाले एको ना बकते बले कृष्ण प्रेम सिंधु जाले क्रीड़ा कोरियानायसे तकुतमी कृष्णादिना आके नो माया जाले कोडिते चो जीवमिना नहीं जानो बाधा हरि रोवे तुम्हें चिरो दीना नहीं जानो तुम्हें चिरो हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome all of you for Sunday morning IYF class. So today we'll be discussing on a topic 2.1.4. Second canto, chapter 1, text 4. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrutyam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Mudirahe Nashtaprayesha Bhadreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtaki Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Dehapatyakalatraya देहापत्यकलत्रादिषु आत्मसैनेषु सत्सपि तेषां प्रमत्तो निधनम् पश्यन्नपि न पश्यति देहापत्यकलत्रादिषु आत्मसैनेषु सत्सपि तेषां प्रमत्तो निधनम् पश्यन्नपि न पश्यति देहापत्यकलत्रादिषु आत्मसैनेषु सत्सपि तेषां प्रमत्तो निधनम् पश्यन्नपि न पश्यति देहापत्यकलत्रादिषु आत्मसैनेषु सत्सपि तेषां प्रमत्तो निधनम् पश्यन्नपि न पश्यति देहापत्यकलत्रादिषु आत्मसैनेषु सत्सपि तेषां प्रमत्तो निधनम् पश्यन्नपि न पश्यति देहा body, apatya children, kalatra wife, adishu and in everything in relation to them, atma own, saineshu fighting soldiers, asatsu valuable, api in spite of, tesham of all of them, pramattaha to attached, nidhanam destruction, pashyan having been experienced, api although, na does not, pashyati see it. Translation and purport by Divine Grace Abhijadhananda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada Ki. Persons devoid of Atma Tattva do not inquire into the problems of life. Being too attached to the fallible soldiers like the body, children and wife, although sufficiently experienced, they still do not see their inevitable destruction. Purport. This material world is called the world of death. Every living being, beginning from Brahma, whose duration of life is some thousands of millions of years, down to germs who live for a few seconds only, is struggling for existence. Therefore, this life is a sort of fight with material nature which imposes death upon all. In the human form of life, a living being is competent enough to come to an understanding of this great struggle for existence, but being too attached to family members, society, country, etc., he wants to win over the invincible material nature by the aid of bodily strength, children, wife, relatives, etc. Although he is sufficiently experienced in the matter by dint of past experience and previous examples of his deceased predecessors, he does not see that the so-called fighting soldiers like the children, relatives, society members and countrymen are all fallible in the great struggle. One should examine the fact that his father or his father's father has already died, and that he himself is therefore also sure to die. And similarly, his children, who are the would-be fathers of their children, will also die in due course. No one will survive in this struggle with material nature. The history of human society definitely proves it, and yet the foolish people still suggest that in the future they will be able to live perpetually with the help of material science. This poor fund of knowledge exhibited by human society is certainly misleading, and it is all due to ignoring the constitution of the living soul. This material world exists only as a dream due to our attachment to it. Otherwise, the living soul is always different from the material nature. The great ocean of material nature is tossing with the waves of time, and the so called living conditions are sometimes like foaming bubbles which appear before us as bodily self, wife, children, society, countrymen, etc. Due to a lack of knowledge of self, we become victimized by the force of ignorance and thus spoil the valuable energy of human life in a vain search after permanent living conditions, which are impossible in this material world. Our friends, relatives, and so called wives and children are not only fallible but also bewildered by the outward glamour of material existence. As such, they cannot save us. Still, we think that we are safe within the orbit of family, society, or country. The whole materialistic advancement of human civilization is like decoration of a dead body. Everyone is a dead body flapping only for a few days, and yet all the energy of human life is being wasted in the decoration of this dead body. Sukadev Goswami is pointing out that the duty of a human being after showing the actual position of bewildered human society activities, persons who are devoid of knowledge of Atma Tattva are misguided, but those who are devotees of the Lord and have perfect realization of transcendental knowledge are not bewildered. मम ज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोन् श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरोन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणा रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने ते सारस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्य नाम्ने गौरद्विषे नमः। हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीनबन्धो जगत्पते गोपीश गोपिकान्त राधाकान्त नमोस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। हुकुम करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते Hare Krishna. So I request blessings of all senior Vaishnavas who are here, and all the Vaishnavas to bless me so that I can speak on this grave subject which is there today. Especially His Grace Bhaktivinoda Prabhuji, kindly bless me. So today Sukadeva Goswami he is just now started speaking. Till now, first canto, now Sukadeva Goswami speaks. Now here, this is the first instructions of Sukadeva Goswami. He is speaking to Parikshit Maharaj. Yes. So before which, Parikshit Maharaj had asked me two questions. One is, what is the ultimate duty of every person, especially one who is about to die? And next, what should he hear, chant, remember, and what should he not do? Yeah. So in answer to this question, Sukadeva Goswami describes what shouldn't be chanted, heard and remembered, and condemns attached household life. So what we will do, we will read I have made I have taken the section of purport and elaborated on it. So I'll just read the purport and give the elaboration. Therefore, this life is a sort of fight with material nature which imposes death upon all. In the human form of life, a living being is competent enough to come to an understanding of this great struggle for existence. But being too attached to family members, society, country, etc., he wants to win over invincible material nature by the aid of bodily strength, children, wife, relatives, etc. Yes. So, in the Vedic scriptures, it's very clearly mentioned. The purpose of human being is Atato Brahma Jignasa. The first aphorism of Vedanta Sutra is, now you have attained human form, now inquire into the absolute truth. Inquire about who you are, what is this world, what is your duty, how to get out of repeated cycle of birth and death. And also there is one sloka which says, Kama Sendriya Priti Labho Jivate Avataha Jivasya Tattva Jignasa Nato Yasyaha Karmabi. Life desire should never be directed towards sense gratification. Rather, one should utilize one's precious human form of life to what to do? Jivasya Tattva Jignasa. But in this sloka, Sukadeva Goswami is condemning those who are devoid of Atma Tattva. Yes, what is that? Deha patta kalatradeshu atma samyasya sasapi. Tesham pramatta nidanam pashyanapina pashyati. Persons divide, Prabhupada translates, persons divide of Atma Tattva. Does not inquire into the problems of life. Yes? Yeah. So, actually here, Sukadeva Goswami is condemning those who are too much attached to household life. Yes? Yeah? Anyone who is attached to temporary pleasures of this world based on body and its extension is highly condemned by Sukadeva Goswami. And also we can see how Prahlad Maharaj is actually when he is telling to Hiranyakashipu, Tatsadu manne asuravarya dehinam sada samudvigna dhyam asadgrahat hitvatma patam grahamanda kupam vanam gato ed harimashayata. So he's telling that, my dear father, oh greatest of asuras, you are always in deep anxiety because you are taken as asadgraha, the temporary body as permanent. That is the cause of all anxiety. Yes. The world, very clearly, Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, dukkhalayam ashashvatam. Yeah. So that is the law of this world, temporary. And if we want to make a temporary as permanent, that is the cause of all suffering, all anxiety. Yes? Because that is what made Krishna is made. You cannot overcome Krishna. What is it? Devyesha gunamayi mama maya dhuratya mamaye prapadyante maya metam tarvintate. Yes? Maya is actually agent of Krishna, and she will make sure everything is temporary in this world. Anything based on matter, anything based on body, she makes sure it is temporary. Yes? And what is harsh struggle for existence in this world? Harsh struggle for existence in this world is to make temporary as permanent. Yes or no? So many efforts are going on to live happy in this world, to make it very nice, comfortable place. Yes? And all the efforts are being taken by big scientists to make people more comfortable live in this world and give lots of hope. Yes? But invariably everyone are struck down by the serpent of time. Yes? And why? So actually, to the degree one wants to enjoy this world, he has that mentality. To that degree, one will be put in illusion. Yes? So, Vyasdev says, Yaya sammohito jiva atmanam trigunatmakam paropi manutenartam tatkritam chapi padyate. Due to this external energy, the living entity, although transcendental to the three modes of material nature, think of himself as a material product and thus undergo the reaction of material miseries. Yes? So, to the degree one wants to enjoy this material world, Maya puts them into illusion. Then one starts considering I am this body and everything related to this body is mine, and they are all for my enjoyment. And that is the cause of all sufferings. And Chanakya very nicely says, he says, Tyaja Durjana Samsargam Bhaja Sadhu Samagamam Kuru Punyam Ahoratrim Samsara Nityam Smara Nityam Anityata. This is a very important instruction for all of us. He may be a Grahastha, he may be a Brahmachari, whomever he may be. But what one should always contemplate, Smaran Nitya Anityata. Always one should contemplate how this material world is temporary, how the pleasure of this world is temporary. One should always contemplate on this. Yes, to the degree we don't contemplate on this, we will be behind that. Yes, we will be behind that, and that is the cause of all anxieties. Yes. One should give up the company of devils, demons, and non-devotees, and should always associate with devotees and saintly persons. One should always act piously, thinking that this life is temporary, and not be attached to temporary happiness and distress. The Krishna conscious movement is teaching all of human society this principle of becoming Krishna conscious and thus solving the problems of life. Yeah. But it's a great predicament in the Kali Yuga. Everyone are, actually the whole education system, everyone are teaching how to go behind temporary pleasures. And so only we see many people are dissatisfied. Yes? So many people. I go in sometimes in train for distribution of books. 2-3 fellows, they called me. Sir, I am very depressed, sir. Every time always negative. Jai Jagannath Bade Subhadra Marni ki jai, Gaurangi Bengalurishwar ki jai, Nitai Chaitanya ki jai, Narasimha Bhagwan ki jai. So people are very much distressed, depressed. Because what they have been taught? To enjoy. And because the nature of the soul is not to enjoy, is to serve. To the degree one goes ahead in enjoyment ladder, to that degree one becomes illusioned, one becomes frustrated, yes, and that is the cause of all depression. And these people, they call me, sir, I am very negative, always negative thoughts, sir. I don't know what to do. The fear of future, what will happen next? Yeah, many people actually. Yesterday also when I was in Sarjapur Road, so one person came and he also experienced always negative thoughts. I don't know how to come off it. Fear, so much fear. Yeah, because that's what is. This is the cause of all the system which has been put by agents of Kali. Yeah. Okay. So next, another para I will take. Although he is sufficiently experienced in the matter of dint of past experience and previous examples of his deceased predecessors, he does not see that the so-called fighting soldiers like the children, relatives, society members and countrymen are all fallible in great struggle. One should examine the fact that his father or his father's father had already died and that he himself is therefore also sure to die. And similarly, his children who are would-be fathers of their children will also die in due course. No one will survive in the struggle with material nature. The history of human society definitely proves it, yet the foolish people still suggest that in the future they will be able to live perpetually with the help of material science. So here one nice Sanskrit verse wherein Sukadeva Goswami is using Pashyanapina Poshyati. Even though one sees, he is not seeing. Yeah? So what does that mean? One classic example we can see, it happens in the animal life actually. When a goat is seeing another goat is getting slaughtered, but he is still eating grass. That means he is seeing, but he is not seeing. So material nature is slaughtering everyone in the form of death. But still, because of divide of Atma Tattva, one is still going on, thinking that everything will be nice. The world is so nice. Whatever happens, my relatives are there to help me. So I am comfortable. So this thought makes one feel nothing will happen to me. Yes, I am always good. Be good, do good. Don't worry about all these things. People, they say, as soon as you go to speak about spiritual life, they will turn their head. Many people, they don't want to inquire only. There is no inquisitive to understand what is the problem. They are so much bewildered, so much illusioned, they escape from the reality. Yes, they escape from the reality. The animal species actually gives a lot of lesson to all of us. So there is a ostrich rabbit. Ostrich, when the lion is attacking, it puts into the ground, thinking that nothing will happen to me. Yeah, and rabbit, when animal is attacking, it closes its eyes, thinking that it will not attack. So now the current situation, what has happened? People don't want to inquire about what is death, what is life, how to go ahead. They're stuck here only. They think only this span of life is all in all. To enjoy is all in all. And that too, reality is they go to enjoy, but there is a lot of frustration and suffering. Yeah? So that is the bewilderment. Yaya samohito jivo. Yeah. So actually our position is like this. Because the whole life I am working so hard only to maintain this temporary body. This is Prabhupada lecture I am just reading. Only to maintain this temporary body of myself, my son, my daughter, my father, my mother. At the end, setting fire. Setting fire, I am speaking specifically because after death, as you put into the graveyard in India, according to Hinduism, they are set into fire. They set fire to the dead body. Still, the thing which will be destroyed, we are after them. Yeah? Yes? So people are so much after the bodily comforts. Yes? Ultimately, what is the ultimate end? It will be burnt. Correct? Na? But we are after temporary thing. So, but what we should be after is soul. And soul is connected to God. We should be after God. Nahanyate hanyamane sharire. Krishna says, what destroys is the body, not the soul. So to the degree we all are always contemplating an eternal aspect, that is our relationship with God and how to develop that, to that degree we will be happy in this world. Vishwam Purnam Sukhayate Vidhi Mahindridaste Kitayate. This is Prabhupada Saraswati says that a devotee, for him the whole world is happy place to live. And he sees Vidhi Mahindridaste Kitayate. Everyone to the Kita. There is no difference between all big demigods and ants for him. And he sees the heavenly pleasure as Tidashapur Akasha Pushpayate. Like flowers in the sky. There is nothing called as flower in the sky. Actually doesn't exist. But one takes it phantasmagoria, illusion. He is into that illusion that there is something. But devotee understands, it's all phantasmagoria. But Yat Karunya Kataksha Vaibhavatam, by the Karunya Kataksha of Sri Gauranga Mahaprabhu, one can see the whole world is a very happy place to live. Yes. Yes. But for one who is illusioned, he takes the pleasures of this world as all in all, and he suffers lots of misery. So as I was telling, so in this age people are very much reluctant to hear spiritual instructions. Yeah, and so only we can see in first canto when Vidura had approached Dhritarashtra, when Vidura returned back, and the whole kingdom was ruled by, again it was reinstated to rule by Yudhishthira Maharaj, and Dhritarashtra was still staying there in that home. Yeah, he was feeling, they are all taking care of me very nicely. He was nicely enjoying the facilities. So Vidura came. What is this? What are you doing here? You are you are like a dog eating the food thrown by Bhima. So Bhima specifically told because he killed his two sons, very favorite sons, Duryodhana, like that. So and then he told, and very strongly he spoke to Dhritarashtra to shook him and wake him up. And then he told one instruction: please execute the instruction now only. Kali Yuga is approaching. In some time, all these things seems to be valueless for you. You will not take this very seriously. Please execute now only, Vidura says. So, preaching in this age of Kali is actually a great effort. It's a selfless task. Very difficult actually. But one who does, So only Krishna says, Natatasman Manisheshu Kashtin me Priyakartama. Why Krishna says that? Because it's a thankless task a devotee does on behalf of Krishna. Very difficult. Someone is doing some preaching, is very much glorified, is very much appreciated by Lord Sri Krishna. Because all living entities have turned their face away from Krishna, Vimukha. Yes? And that is the cause of all sufferings. So when devotees are approaching, still they are very reluctant because of the influence of Kali Yuga. Yes. And also once Prabhupada, is a very nicely, there is when he first met Alfred Ford, and he asked, where is Henry Ford? Where is Henry Ford? So this is, we can see this kind of, our Atma Buddhi, the Deha Buddhi can be only be nullified by the association of great souls. Immediately he realized, he got enlightenment. Alfred Ford got enlightenment. Oh, what am I doing? Huh? This one statement, where is Henry Ford? It was a like full stop to all the illusions of this world. So only by great souls association can, which can help us to overcome the ignorance of the bodily concept. So in Kapila Siksha it comes, Prasangam ajaram pasham atmano kave vidu saeva sadhu sukruto mokshadwaram apavratam. Every learned man knows very well that attachment for material life is the greatest entanglement of spirit soul. But the same attachment, when applied to the self-realized devotee, opens the door of liberation. Yes. So what is the door to come out of all these attachments, false attachment? That is attachment to great soul, association of great soul. And that's what all the devotees they aspire for. Tulyama lavanapi na sargam na punarbhavam bhagavad sangi sangasya martyanam kim mutashisha. Yes, it's like one is Sri Sangi. Sri Sangi means one who is after girl. Yes, but instead of associating with them, we should associate with Bhagavad Sangi, who is after God. Yes, then we can be able to overcome all the false attachment of this world. So pashyanapi na pashyati. Even though one sees, he will not be able to see unless he comes in association of great souls, like Alfred Ford. He was seeing everything, but he was not able to see. But when Prabhupada says, where is Henry Ford? He was able to see. Yes. Prabhupada is, our father, everyone has died and gone. But still we are thinking, no, it will not happen to me. I am happy here. It might happen to them, but it will not happen to me. Like that, we will be cheated. But when we come in association of great souls, we can understand, oh, this also happened to me, that I should become serious in my spiritual life. So in related to this, a very wonderful incident in Mahabharata. So all of us know the Pandavas when they were exiled. So the last of their exile, it so happened that the Pandava brothers, except Yudhishthira, they happened to drink a lake water, and it so happened it was poisonous or something, they all died. That time Yamaraj comes, and he asks many questions to Yudhishthira Maharaj. If at all, if you answer correctly, then only your brothers will be revived. So Yamaraj asked, one of the last question was, what is the greatest wonder in this world? What is the greatest wonder of this world? So at that time Yudhishthira Maharaj responds, ahani ahani bhutani gachantiha yamalayam shesha stavaram icchanti kim ascharya mataparam. Hundreds and thousands of living entities meet death at every moment, but foolish living beings nonetheless think themselves deathless and do not prepare for it. This is the most wonderful thing in this world. So Yudhishthira Maharaj is telling. And then after that, Yamaraj was very pleased to hear this, and all the Pandavas were revived. And going ahead, one step ahead, Kulishekar Maharaj in his Mukundamala Stotra, he says, even after one who acknowledges death is inevitable for me, but the most predicament is, here he says, Ascharya metadhi manushya loke shuddham परित्यज्य विषं पिबन्ति नामानि नारायण गोचराणि तत्त्वन्य वाचा कुहका पतन्ति. The greatest wonder in human society is this: people are so negligent that they reject the life-giving nectar of Lord Narayana's name and instead drink poison knowingly and speak of everything else. This is one more greatest wonder. So Kulshekar Maharaj is telling to all of us now. So earlier Yudhishthira Maharaj was telling to common people. Then Kulshekar Maharaj is telling the greatest wonder. Another wonder is, even after understanding the death is inevitable, but still we are so cheated by our mind, by our senses, that still we will not drink the nectar of Narayana's name. Yes. So next, this material world exists only as a dream due to our attachment to it. Otherwise, the living soul is always different from the material nature. It's from the purport. So this is a very interesting concept, that everywhere, many times, the scripture states that this material world is like a dream. It's a very important term for us to ponder on. What is this dream? This material world is like a dream. So, just it's so relatable. We can see just before sleep, we are, and after sleep, then dream will come. Then after sleep, so the dream is between wakefulness, to wakefulness, dream is there. Yes, and before, the dream has nothing to give and take with our life, and after, the dream has nothing to give and take with our life. Yes, that means what? Dream, the scripture says dream because anything you accept temporary as permanent, you are accepting a temporary identity as you, that is called dream. In the dream, we accept many identities, we create false personalities, and we try to enjoy it, or we try to some distress, some happy. Yes, but that has nothing to do with the actual person. Yeah? Similarly, this material world is like a dream for one who has considered this body as self, because that is nothing to give and take with the soul. That is nothing to give and take with the soul. Yes. So only there is a Bhaktivinoda Thakur writes, he sings, Jeev jago, Jeev jago, Gaura Chandra bole. Jeev jago, Jeev jago, Gaura Chandra bole. Enaichi aushadhi maya, nashibaro lage, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Enaichi aushadhi maya, nashibaro lage, Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, lao tume magi. Yes. So Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying that please wake up, all souls, please wake up. Please wake up from the lap of Maya. So please chant the Hare Krishna mantra. This is the medicine to come out of the illusion. Yes, this is the medicine. So that's what Kulshekar Alvar is also telling, that the greatest wonder is one is not drinking the nectar of Narayana's name. Even after knowing that the death is inevitable. Our friends, relatives, and so-called wives and children are not only fallible, but also bewildered by the outward glamour of material existence. As such, they cannot save us. Still, we think that we are safe within the orbit of family, society, or country. Yeah. So here the fallacy of thinking oneself that I will be protected by others is been spoken by Prabhupada. Yes, but the reality is no one can protect us except the Lord. No one can protect us except the Lord. Yeah. So here this incident in the first canto of Srimad Bhagavatam comes. Yudhishthira Maharaj, so Dhritarashtra, he got enlightened by Vidura. Yes, I told, hey, don't wait until Kali approaches. Then whatever instruction I am telling, it become valueless for you. Immediately Dhritarashtra left home, he left to the forest. Then what happens is Yudhishthira Maharaj is lamenting. Oh, how will Dhritarashtra live without me? What will be happen to him? Some animals have hunted him. Oh, he might have taken offense to me, thinking that I am the cause of killing his children. Then Narada Muni shooks up Yudhishthira Maharaj. Don't think that you are the protector of the Yudhishthira Maharaj. Actually, Lord is protecting him. No one can see, and he says sarcastically, he says, what he says? Kala karma gunadisho dehoyam pancha bhautikam katam anyam thu gopayate sarpa grashto yatapoyam. He is sarcastically saying, one who is already in the jaw of serpent, how he can save another person? Kala karma guna. One who is under the influence of kala, time, karma, one's activity, and guna, quality, modes. How can he help others? So he is telling, prepare, you prepare now. Even for you it is awaiting. You see, Narada Muni indirectly telling to Yudhishthira Maharaj, don't worry about Yudhishthira, he's already been taken care. Now think of yourself. Think what you become more serious. Of course, Dhritarashtra is already a pure devotee, but Narada is instructing to all of us to by telling this, by giving this. The whole materialistic advancement of human civilization is like the decoration of a dead body. Everyone is dead body flapping only for a few days. And yet all the energy of human life is being wasted in the decoration of this dead body. Sukadeva Goswami is pointing out the duty of a human being after showing the actual position of bewildered human societies. Persons who are devoid of knowledge of Atma Tattva are misguided, but those who are devoid of the Lord and have perfect realization of transcendental knowledge are not bewildered. Yes. So again, Prabhupada is very nicely emphasizing the predicament of this current situation that all of us are in. Yes, the body is always dead. Yeah. And one who simply considers his body as all in all and engages whole day and night to give comfort to the body is like a decoration of a dead body. It's very strong words. It requires for us to shook up and wake us. Sadhu is one who cuts. Sadhu is one who shooks and wakes up. So Prabhupada in the footsteps of Sukadeva Goswami is cutting all of our illusion, giving us the reality, the true, naked truth of this world. Yeah. So person who are devoid of Atma Tattva, they are misguided. But a devotee, he is not bewildered. Yes. Yeah. So we are all so fortunate. So how many 99% of these people of this world are bewildered. They don't know what is what. But we are so fortunate. We have got this opportunity to ponder on this and make ultimate benefit to ourselves by taking the process given by Prabhupada and Acharyas. Yes? Yeah? So, but in the outside world we can see they are doing so many things too as a decoration of the dead body. So many things are there. So many big industries. Yes? Everywhere we can see people who are bald, they show before bald and after fixing hair. Yeah? And so many things, the teeth industries have grown now because very soon, because in Kali Yuga many people get old early age only. So all the truths will come down. So there is big dental industries to fix artificial tooth. It's really very hasya, very. If you see someone removing his tooth and see his face, it will be, people try to decorate the dead body. They don't want to renounce this world. They somehow want to patch up, make up, patch up to feel always young. But that cannot be possible. Soul is always young. But they want to make body as young, that is not possible. Hiranyakashipu was he was the greatest personality in order to make his body permanent. But whole three worlds were under his control. Yeah? But even he was not able to make it. What about this puny scientist? How they can make it? So like that. So many cosmetic industries have come up. Yes. And the hair coloring. Somehow people want to always hide the naked truths of this world, somehow or the other. But the time factor will not leave anyone. Yes. Even materially speaking, even devotees have to undergo all these things. What helps, what will actually make devotees is his consciousness, which he has dovetailed in Krishna consciousness, which he can see. Yes. He sees, okay, this body is given by Krishna, I am utilizing in Krishna's service. Yes. And apparently the body is growing old. Yes. But his consciousness is fixed in Krishna and he understands he is not this body. That is the greatest gift awarded to a devotee, so that he is free from anxiety of this material world. Yes. So like this purport wakes up and shooks us up. And I myself is a struggling devotee. By reading this, I am also getting benefited. So nothing is upon myself. Whatever is Prabhupada has spoken, I have spoken. So kindly forgive if something has been spoken which has hurted your heart. What Sukadeva Goswami is telling, I am just representing whatever is there. So let us all improve on this aspect to take seriously the Krishna conscious after idam bhavanti bahusambhavanti. Idam adhyam bahusambhavanti. That is this human life, after many lifetimes we have got this. Let us use it. This body is like a boat. Spiritual master is like a captain. And by utilizing the instructions of Vedas, let us cross this ocean of birth and death, and this is the abode of God. So with this I will try to conclude. Hare Krishna. If any questions would like to take, Hare Krishna. Okay, so we will conclude here. Yes.
In most levels, Prabhupada mentions to devotees to be in good health. So, how do we keep good health in mind and follow this difference of animation which we are getting into health?
Very nice. This last sloka which I told will clearly answers your question. This body is like a boat, and the boat is, if it is hold, if some hole is there, it will sink. So the purpose of this body is to sink. We utilize this body to sink across the ocean of birth and death. So at most care should be given to keep this body healthy. The purpose is to utilize this body to surpass birth and death. So the body should be taken nicely. But only taking after of the body is condemned by the great souls. Yes, that is not the purpose of life. In fact, after this, Sukadeva Goswami says, what is the use of living for millions of years? Even one moment if you live Krishna conscious, that is being glorified by sages. To another extent, and there's another extent. Yes. So to live long is not all. To live with the quality of Krishna conscious is what requires. Yes. So simply thing is, we have to take care of this body, because this body is an instrument for us to serve. It has been gifted by God. Let us utilize it in service of God and take care of it nicely and grow in Krishna consciousness. Did I answer your question, Prabhuji?
Like yoga and so many other activities are there.
You can do as what is needed for your body to keep it healthy. But only yoga, the current yoga system is, it is advertised to do more sense gratification. The purpose of yoga is not sense gratification. The purpose of yoga is to dovetail one's consciousness towards Krishna. Yes, if that is the purpose, you are doing yoga. And why? Because you can chant nicely. Your body is fit. You can think more about Krishna and do more service to Krishna. Then it's good. But generally, why do people go to yoga? So that they can enjoy nicely more. They can exercise this body for more enjoyment. That should not be the purpose. Yeah, yes. Okay, so we'll conclude here. Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Srila Prabhupada ki.
Hare Krishna. So let's thank our dear Prashanth Prabhu for so elaborately explaining the whole of Srila Prabhupada purport line by line. a lot of illustrations from so many scriptures, Mukundmala Stotra, Mahabharata, different stories of the Pandavas, etc. etc. Okay. So let's thank Prabhuji by one time loudly chanting the Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Thank you so much. So devotees can proceed for Prasad.